Welcome everyone. We'll start the session. So the topic for today is mainly the calendar module, and yes, ma'am, we are recording the session. So in case if someone misses out, they can watch it later as well. So let's begin the session. So welcome everyone, and today we are going to cover our calendar module. So first, I'll just go through what all topics we're going to cover today. So first, the foremost is changing the academic year. So how as an admin you can create a new academic year and how you can change the academic year. And the second is how you can create different calendars and how you can assign events to the calendar so that students will be able to see that. It can also be your exam schedules or PTA meetings and other sort of details. And the third is how you can set holidays and how you can set default numbers where the daily mail and leave emails, leave messages are sent. That is the email and SMS settings. So the first part, like I said, we are going to take how to change an academic year, how you can change and how you can create a new academic year, how you can change the current academic year. Okay, and also how you can transfer modules when you're changing the academic year. Then second part is creating a calendar. So you can create a calendar like this. You can create multiple calendars and the students will be able to see that in their app. They can see all the different events that you have created, and you can create other events like PTA meetings and also important days and schedules and exam schedule also. And you can assign it to staff and students. At the same time, you can also define your weekly holidays, and you can define the holidays which where you are not going to mark attendance for. So we'll check that out for the same. So I'll move on to first is changing academic year. Share my screen. Okay. So first you need to log in as an admin. Now the first step of changing academic year is you need to go to settings. So once you go to settings, after that you have to go to general settings. Now before you change an academic year, you need to know where or what the current year is. So for that, anytime, 1 second. For that, when you just scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll be able to see what current year you are in. That is the 2021. So now, first you need to know what your current year is for the portal. Then when you're going to set an academic year, you go to settings, and in settings, you go to general settings. Now again, in general settings, you go to the sub tab called general settings. Okay. Okay, so I'll start from the top again and I'll go a little bit slow. So first, whenever you're changing an academic year, you need to see what the current year is that you have set up for your portal. Okay. After that, you need to go to settings. Okay. In settings, you need to again go to general settings. In general settings, again, there's a sub tab called as general settings. And in general settings, there's a tab called as manage academic year. So if you already have started taking online admissions, you might have a pre-admission year created like this one. But if you are not, then you can you can create an academic year. Now for this instance, I can create a next academic year for pre-admission. Start date for a year it can vary from school to school. Some start from April, some start from June. So you can define your start date accordingly. Okay, you can start define the start date and end date. What type of year it is? For example, automatically it will be a pre-admission year if you're doing for next year or online admissions. And after that, by the tick that you see over here is the transfer module setting to next year. Now, every year you might have a setup for results. You might have a setup for online fees payment, and all this mapping that is done for those modules. If you want it to be carry forwarded to the next year, by default it is ticked, that is transfer module setting to the next year. If you do not want, you can untick it, but this will be much more easy as your setup that is previously done for fees, for results, for various different modules. All the mapping can be carry forwarded to the next year so that it becomes much more easy. So once you have created a year, you just need to add. So I already have a pre-admission year setup. Like I said, if you already do have a pre-admission year setup, you need to do it one more time. Now let's say you want to transfer that particular year. So currently we are having the year academic year as 2020 to 2021. Now I want to move on to 21-22. So first I need to do is I need to do my current year to previous. So this I'll click on edit, and for 2021 I'll take it to previous year first. That is the current year that you have. You need to first take it to previous, and after that the pre-admission year, that is the year you want to be for next. You can simply click on edit and you can make this year as current. So now if I refresh the screen, my current year will be 21-20. My current year will be 21-20. So in that way, I've changed my year from 2020 to 2020 to 21, from 21 to 22. So in this way, you can change your academic year, and at the same time, like I said, you can also do a setup for the next year. 23. See, I also want to open my admissions for next year. That is with my online admission form. So I can also set up a pre-admission year for the next year here itself. So that's all about changing academic years, creating an academic year for the next year. If you want for online admissions, there's a pre-admission year. If you have any particular doubts regarding academic years, you can ask, or I can move on to the next part, that is the calendar module. Okay. So moving on to the next part of our today's session, that is the calendar module. Okay. So it's the calendar tab. So just open your calendar. Now over here, first, if you have not created calendars, you first need to create a calendar. For example, I have created different calendars, different section wise, that is pre-primary, primary, secondary. So first, if you have not created a timetable or a calendar, you can create a calendar. Now, for example, each calendar has a different color, so you know different colors of different calendars, and you also know the events are in that particular color, so you know it's about different calendars. Now, for example, in this particular thing, I'll make a staff calendar. Over here, I can also define which color I want that calendar to be for, and I can add it. So first, you need to create different calendars. So for creating different calendars, simply you have to go to calendar settings, type in the title of your calendar, select a color for it, and just add. Now, after adding a calendar, you can also add events to the calendar. So for that, you have to go to manage events. Now, for example, I can see over here that I have various different events for various different calendars that I do have. And the best part of it is that you can, for example, right now, currently I have made it for different sections. So tomorrow I can also share my timetable for different sections with different calendars. So now, for example, if I want to have a particular event for this particular month, so it might be a teachers meeting also. Let's say for a staff calendar, I want to have a teachers meeting. I can create an event called as teachers meeting. I can define the start date and end date for that particular day. Say tomorrow. And which calendar does that event go for? I can click on add new event. Okay.
Yes, you are. There's some error.
Yes, so there's some issue. I think it's because of it's a demo portal. That's the probability of it. But you can easily add event, and you can add a start date and end date. And in that same way, you can decide which calendar you want that particular event to go to. Now, again, let's say for any particular events, now, for example, in this part, like I've created events for this particular last month or March month for year 21 to year 2021. So even if you have created calendars previously, now, for example, this time I want to update the calendar for Ramzan Eid. Now, Ramzan Eid, this year it's occurring on a different date. So we can decide accordingly to that. So I can just update that as well. If you have if you priorly created a calendar event, now next year if you want to simply update the date for that particular event, you can simply update that calendar as well. Okay. So now let's
Also, I
see
think
for
from calendar from there also.
that way can update events for the next particular month. Now, if I just go to manage calendars and I want to see for any particular calendar that I've updated event for, now in this case for my default calendar. So if I just go to manage calendars, I can see Ramzani festival. Now, at the same time, like for example, if I go to a secondary calendar and I want to go for another month, for a previous month, I can see the different events that I have. Now, as a admin, if I directly want to create an event here itself, then I can simply type in or click on the date, and I can type in the event title and create. Say, so for example, over here, I've kept a PTA meeting. Then if I want to keep a result day or something, then I can keep that also. One day. I can just click on OK, and I can add that event particularly to the calendar.
So I'd like to add few points here. So I think
Viva, one
Shravan
more
shared-
doubt for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, how you have created
Ma'am, actually voice is breaking, so I'm not able to understand your question.
primary
I think you have not explained
It is
sharing.
already
sharing.
there, or you have
I think
created?
two mobiles or
Explain
one
that.
laptop and one mobile, both are open, both are linked somewhere.
ठीक है. Viva,
Okay.
you need to go
I
to
explained, yeah, I need to have to sharing also. So yeah, after this, once you have created events, once your calendar is set up, now you need to share that calendar with different classes. Now, for example, pre-primary, primary, we need to create like that. Now, in this case, we have
So
already.
you can have a section wise calendar, or you can have a class wise calendar, or you can have a school wise calendar. So this is like you can create a calendar as per what we want, and we need to share it to that particular class. So suppose now a pre-primary calendar has been created, we need to share it to that particular class. Okay, these are the yeah, so that way. And we can also share with that staff. So you can share with that all the staff. You can check all the staff. Okay, yeah. So this now, so pre-primary calendar only would be viewable to all the teachers and the staff of that, students of that pre-primary section. So we have whatever the classes we have selected that way. So similarly, we have to share this with accordingly with all the respective sections. So again, for say primary, okay, do one thing, Viva. Create a calendar. Say, suppose you want to create a calendar. Say, first standard. For first standard, you want to create a calendar. First standard, okay. And you'll create a calendar and add new calendar. Now we go to calendar settings and we will share that. So we share that with only first standard students. First, all the divisions we will select. And also we can share with all the staff. So all the staff would also be able to see that calendar. Okay. Take a fine, it's okay, all the staff fine. And we'll share this. Now what happens is, so whatever, now we'll make entries into this. So you go to manage events, first tab, manage calendars now. So here we will select first and we will make the entries. Say suppose whatever academic plan or something, whatever we have, we'll make the entries. Like suppose on 12th there is yeah,
Meeting for new admissions or something like that.
Meeting for new admissions. So across the year, like so today, you can we make for next. So all this you can update and keep, or as and when you want. That also is possible. So you can update all at once, or whenever you want monthly to update, or you want to update weekly. So however you can update and keep. Okay. So this is how you have to update the calendar. Now we can you can open for my voice is not audible clearly.
No, I'm actually able to hear you clearly. Should we repeat the share every time a new event is created? No. Once you share it, you don't need to repeat it. You just need to add event as in menu.
And also, like suppose a first standard student, you can have a multiple share. Like suppose now calendar, go to the calendar settings. Okay, now see a first standard student will be able to see first standard calendar. Also, he will be able to see primary calendar And also if you have a one common school calendar, so you can have a so depending
Default.
upon default, or you can rename this as school calendar. And so whatever entries you make here, all the students would be able to see.
The academic calendar, your school academic calendar.
You can open student login and show how does it look.
Yeah. So I'll share my phone. 1 second. I'll open up from my phone.
You can yeah. Okay.
So how can a student easily go from their app and open and check their particular calendar for that particular day? Okay, so if my screen is visible, so let's say a particular student, now in this case, I've taken a secondary standard student, they just open their app and they log into it. Okay, so once they log into it, you can go to calendar, and in calendar, they'll be able to see the events that are there for today. Now, for example, we did meetings for admissions, and now let's say I go to any particular previous month, I can see all the meeting events that I have created for that month. Now, annual prize distribution, PTA meeting, when I have to submit my activity for. So in this way, you can also create timetable for your exams also, where the student can simply go and see at what date, what exams they do have, and you can create that differently in different calendars. So according to the class that the child is in, they'll be able to see their calendar.
I think now only one calendar is shared to the student, right? Or there are multiple.
Yes, yes, sir.
I think
No,
you
there's
can
currently
share
only one calendar. I can share one more calendar to show
one
how
more
a
share.
different event
Yeah.
is shown.
Yes, yes.
1 minute. I can also share a primary.
Also do one more thing. Now suppose go to next month.
Next month. Okay.
On mobile app. Okay. Now there's only one entry here. So
Yeah.
also make one more entry in this calendar. So we'll see how does it get refreshed on the mobile.
Okay. So 1 second. I'll share my screen from here now. I'll stop my screen share over here. And I'll just start my screen share here. Go to next. Okay. So now this particular child, if I want to share them the school calendar also, that is the by default default calendar. So over here, I can again click on share, and I can click on all students. I've already shared it, but I'll again click on share. And for this same particular month, we'll make 2 entries for the same. Now, let's say I want to make the entry for school calendar, that is shared.
Yeah. Also, one more thing you can show here, that at a time you can make entries to multiple calendars. So suppose you want to make a same entry to all the calendars, you can select all this checkbox, so that entry would be reflected in all the calendars.
Now, when I select all the calendars, I can see all the different entries that I have for that particular calendar. Now, let's say I'm creating putting the event of Shiv Jayanti on 13th. So select an event. Now, let's say this is a common one. In a month of it. So I can see in different colors. That is, it's shared for all the calendars. Then I select all and I'm sharing all. And now for this same month, I'll untick all and I'll just share in my default school calendar. And on default school calendar, let's say I want to make one more entry on 16th for this particular month for let's say a meet and teachers holiday projects. Say for that, we make a create for one for 16th. So I've created multiple 2 calendars. One is a common event for everyone, and one is particularly for only school default calendar. Now, at the same time, if I just go to my, I'll just stop my share over
Also,
here.
one more thing, Vibha.
Yes.
Share that first standard calendar to that class. The first standard calendar which we have created. Also share it to that class. That student, whoever you have logged.
Okay. So first hand calendar again, I'll share it to particular student. Okay. Start sharing screen. Now, in this particular case, I need to at least log in, log out, and log in. Okay. And now, when I go in different events, you can see different things that are scheduled for that particular event.
So here we can see, I think, all this, Shiv Jayanti, and I think this entry you had created, right? Shiv Jayanti.
Yeah, I have created now, and holiday projects was one more.
Okay. I think this is how it is. It's very simple and straightforward, where we can create multiple calendars and you can share it with that particular students. Yes. So any queries on this?
Excuse me, ma'am. Kindly explain all the calendar making step by step in a very crisp manner. That first step is this, second step is
Okay.
this, third step is that. Because
Okay.
thoda sa hodgepodge ho gaya hai.
Yeah, I got that. Okay. So I'll just go step by step again. For calendar, how you actually do the setup. So first is calendar settings. Over here, you can define what type of different calendars you want to make. You can make with section wise, you can make with
Why
your,
are you explaining this? You don't explain this. Explain the process. Take a new calendar and start how it is going to be. Suppose you want to create a calendar for second standard, so start for that process.
okay. So let's say I want to create a calendar for second standard. So first I'll do is I'll put a title. Okay. I'll define a color and I'll simply add new calendar. So once I have added my calendar,
The first
I
step
can
is
also decide with whom I want to share that calendar.
So first step is you have to create the calendar. Okay. Yes. So second step is.
Okay. So second, yeah. So second step is you can add events to the calendar. Okay.
No. Second is you have to share. You have to share that calendar once the calendar is created.
No, first of all, the calendar title, and for that color is to be chosen. No. Select the color is essential.
Yeah. So first is creating a calendar with the color. So that is first part.
Okay.
And okay, first you have created a calendar. You will give whatever name you want, and you will create that calendar, and you will select the color for that calendar. And then second part is you have to share that calendar to that classes or respect to students and the staff. Okay, now suppose this is second, so we'll select and we'll share with it. So from what would happen is once we have shared this, so any new entry we will make into that calendar would automatically will be shown to the students. Okay, so this is the second step. First step is creating calendar. Second is sharing that calendar.
Sharing. Okay.
Sharing. Okay. Now share the calendar.
Click the share calendar. Okay.
I could get shared. It's shared now.
How to make entries?
Now you can directly go to manage calendars and select that calendar. Suppose now select the second one, second standard, and remove that default one. Yeah. So now we have selected that calendar. Okay. In the checkbox we can say just scroll upside. We must just confirm it once. So here we can see that we have just selected the second standard calendar.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have selected this calendar, and now we will make the entries accordingly. Now, whatever plan we have, whatever suppose we make some entries. See, on 12th you have, on 14th you have, yeah, make that entry, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, entries to be
Uh,
made on the date itself. Okay, date box itself.
yes, 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 yes.
Uh,
Suppose there's a Shiv Jayanti, okay, okay, fine.
hmm.
Oh, click on okay. Go to next month.
So,
There's suppose there's the exams on 10th.
We'll
And also,
start.
if there's for multiple days, cancel this or cancel this. Okay, now you can also drag and select multiple days this way. Suppose there are exams for so if there is exams.
PT1 or like that. Okay.
So you can directly drag those 3 days, and so automatically this way the event is shown.
So how this blue color has come? Because we had selected blue color for
Blue color,
Class
second
two.
standard, class 2.
Acha.
And if you want, we can edit that color. You can edit how to edit it. Also, you can edit it.
No, suppose this exam is for class 2 to 10 all together for same.
So that's what. If you have so depending upon how you want, what is your requirement. If you have one common calendar which you want to share with all, then you can just have a school calendar, and you
Oh,
can share that with all the students, and you can make all the entries in that. So now suppose this calendar is shared to all the students. So you can make like class 2nd to 10th, there's an exam that way. So there's options whether you want, you can have a common.
acha.
Yeah, yes.
Sir, we can use different colors for holidays, exams. Example, for holidays, we can use red color, and for exam,
Then you
maybe
can have
blue.
different calendars, not for that. So then you can have different calendars for holidays. You can have different calendar for this. You can have different calendar that way.
In one calendar, we can't use, sir, different colors.
Currently, though, we don't have, but I can speak to our team if we can add that. Or we can do that.
No, actually, what the ma'am is telling, no, that's correct. Suppose events, all the events we want to give one color. Holidays we want to give one color, and for our annual day or
So you can have
literary
one calendar.
events,
So rather we can have this calendar. No, we can. So instead of creating class-wise calendar, you can create calendar in that manner. Like one calendar you can have for holiday, one calendar you can have for events. So that way also you can create a calendar.
वो थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं लगता, like it does not look good actually. One
Nee,
calendar
no.
we want for different
No,
activities, different color that we want. Or do we have the provision? Suppose we have made our calendar on Excel sheet and we can just either upload कर देंगे.
नहीं आपको copy paste ही करना ना. You can just select the date and you can.
Export system is there.
नहीं
Import
इसमें as per
system.
नहीं है. No. That is not there. You just have to copy paste. You can copy paste here.
Excuse
Copy
me.
paste कर सकते क्या?
हाँ copy paste कर सकते हैं. आप एक event copy कर सकते हैं इसमें.
No, I think there is no requirement of making an Excel sheet even. No, we can directly come here and type
Directly,
over here.
Yes.
Why do you need an export and further importing? And
No,
all?
color is creating problem. No.
Color, they will think there and let them speak to their working developing team and let them think of it. Otherwise, let's create 3 calendars. Say one is for holidays, the other is for events, the third is for some important updates or etc. So there will be 3 calendars which can be shared commonly to all the grades. And whenever you want to add a new holiday, you will edit in the holiday calendar. When you have an important update, you will update in that particular calendar. That is what they have for now. Of course, Mr. Divesh will be
Yes,
talking with their team and helping out us.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, Dipesh. One thing I
Yes, sir.
just
Yes, sir.
wanted to know. Hello, are you able to listen?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
See, generally we have been following one calendar for the school. It was
Okay.
printed and it was shared, and in that calendar only, the holidays, the events, the celebrations, the exams, everything was included. Isn't
Okay.
it? So can't we do
Right.
that? Now here there are so many calendars, and then the parents may
Yes.
get confused.
Just a minute. see, this is optional. This is just an optional we are showing. See, earlier what we used to do or what school normally used to do, you would have a calendar, but you won't put small things in the calendar. Like suppose there's a fancy dress for playgroup or there's some small events you won't put in calendar, a school calendar. But here, if you want, it's optional. You can just have one calendar or you can have multiple calendar. It's just up to school. They have to decide. Now, considering what you said that you had one calendar, but in one calendar you won't put. See, suppose I'm a parent of 7th standard student. I don't want to know what's happening in play school or fancy dress or what's happening over there. There are many small activities which keeps on happening in normal day to day. Like there's a red day, yellow day, or whatever. There's a lot of things that keeps on happening that you might be better aware of. So if you want to put that kind of things here, so it becomes better. If you want to micromanage, and if you want a common calendar, then you can just have one calendar and you can make all the entries over here.
No, what is my concern? It's so confusing. So many calendars and the parents,
No.
will
You can
be
just
clicking
create
on
one
so many
calendar. You
calendars.
just delete all. There's only one calendar. By default, there is none. You just have one calendar. Why are you see, this is an option on the maximum side. You can just have one calendar.
What happens, when the things come on a platform, then why this is
On the
not being
parent
done
side,
by...
ma'am, if you check on the parent side, there's no viewing of calendar. There's nothing. On parent side, only events are saved. This is just for our
I
understanding.
know they're only interested in main events, and that
Excuse me, ma'am. Mr. Deepesh, a clarity there. See, for example, I have 4 calendars. I have updated 4 different things in 4 different calendars, and I have shared it to only one class. So all these 4 calendars are shared to grade 1. So my query is, will the parents see 4 different calendars or all these events which I uploaded in 4 different calendars in one calendar there?
In one calendar,
and what is the issue there, ma'am? See, the point which ma'am is talking there is solved there. So you create 5 calendars, you add many things in different calendars, but if all these calendars are shared to one particular grade, the parent is going to see all these in one calendar, that in multiple colors. That solves the issue, no? The parent does not get a view of multiple calendars there. It's one calendar where everything is there. Isn't it, Mr. Deepesh?
Yeah, that is my
then there
concern,
is no
that the
issue.
parent should,
You can,
the
Vibha, you
parent
can
should
show
see
on
one
mobile
calendar.
app.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for clearing this.
Yes. Thank you.
I'll just show you a phone, how it looks like. In children's side, they'll just see the events. They don't get to see whether there are multiple calendars or not. So for example, now I'm just trying to share my phone, my screen from my phone. Give me a minute. Okay. So for example, now I've opened, let's say I'll log in from start.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
So yeah, let's say I log into a child's account. Now for the same child, we have gave the child access to 3 calendars as of now. But in the children's side, they're just able to see the calendar and the events. That's it. They don't get to see whether there are 2 calendars or 3 calendars. They just see the events in different events that you have added for them and that you have given access to them for that particular class.
That's it.
There is no confusion in the students' end of it.
Okay. So yeah, let's come to the admin part of it. And so first step was creating a calendar. So you can have a single calendar, or you can. It's up to you. School have to decide how do you want to share, how you want to go for micromanagement, or you want to just create a one calendar and you would like to share with all. So that's school who have to decide. So once you create a calendar, you have to share it with that particular classes, whose entries. Suppose you create suppose you want only one calendar, then you can share that with all the students and all the staff. And so accordingly, you have to share it. And then go to manage calendars. First tab. So if you can select the calendars where you want to make the entries, and you can just have to make the entries here. And you can make this entry. Suppose it's not necessary that all has to be done in one go. As and when you want, you can update 1 month, 2 months, that way. So you can keep on updating it.
You can also do manage events, but like I said, if you have multiple events, now in this case, this particular school had created different events for different sections. So you can decide upon you how you want to manage it. And you can also share your exam timetables and also your PTA meetings for different school. If you different classes you're having at different times, so that makes it much more easy that only the child who belongs to that particular class will be able to see that particular day. So in that way, you can create a calendar and add events. So if you have any more queries regarding it, you can ask, or I can move on to the next module.
Also, you can print. I think this print view also is available if you want to print those events. Yeah, manage calendar.
And Mr. Divesh, a query from my side is, what about the notifications and reminders? When they will be sent, and will there be provisions of that?
Auto notifications. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's not there, but I'll ask my team to work on it.
Fine,
That
fine.
automatically notifications will go. Yes,
All right. Thank you, sir.
okay.
1 second. Share the prints view. In that way.
So this will automatically a print also if you want. If the parents want, they can take a printout also with all the entries and all this that way.
You can put a printout of your academic calendar in this particular manner.
Yes. So this is all about calendar module. Any queries you can ask? So as you all would have clear plan for next academic year, you can start this. If you have any queries, you can send us on support. If you want any queries, we can guide you on that. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. What's the next part, Viva?
So the next part is the email and SMS settings that every day, if not, I think most principals by day might be getting a daily mail. So a daily mail looks something like this, where every day a mail comes to the email IDs that we have registered to the system, and we get a basic snapshot of what information we want. Now, for example, the fees details for that particular day, the fees collection data, the student attendance of that day, staff attendance for that day, staff leave, then what the feedbacks came, and what notifications were sent on that particular day. So every day, a principal ma'am, and if you want someone else to get a daily mail, a daily auto-generated daily mail goes from the system. Now, for that, there is a setup required. Now, for example, you go to settings. So first, for doing that, you need to go to settings, and in settings, you need to go to email and SMS settings. So any particular person you feel that needs to be sent the daily mail automatically, apart from the initial principal ma'am, that initial email ID that has been added. Or it can also happen that if you have an account head or someone who's in charge of your admissions, and you want them to have a daily mail regarding that particular module, so you can also do that. So over here you can add email IDs. For example, I'll add an email ID. And you can add multiple email IDs. All you need to do is you have to separate them by comma. And over here, you can see there are maximum 2 email IDs allowed per entry. But you can, if you want to add one more, you can just put a comma and add the second one. Now you can define which modules you want the person whose email ID you have added over here to see. Now, for example, now if this particular person is an account head, I just want them to get the fees daily mail, that is the fees collection for that particular day. Then I can select the modules which I want, then a daily mail subject and the daily mail signature. So I can define that, and I can add multiple daily mails also. Now, for example, if I also have someone who's only in charge of my admissions, my school admission, so I can put their email ID. I can just give them the pre-admission module. So they'll just see all the inquiries that have come for that particular day and the subject and the daily mail signature. So in that way, I can have multiple people who I can send different daily mails according to the module. Or if I have only 2 people as my admin and I want to send them, they should see the daily mail for whole day. Like if I have a principal and vice principal, then I can do select all and they'll be able to see a daily mail like this, like the one I have shown you. where it have all the details for that particular day, including fees, feedback, notifications, leaves, all of it in a single mail. So in that way, you can add different email IDs whom you want to send daily, whom you want the auto-generated daily mail to go to.
This is basically suppose as a principal or director, if your mails are not registered, if you're not getting a daily email, normally evening time around 8, you receive an email from the system giving you all the brief about what all has been done on the school today or what all has been done. So if you're not getting, kindly you can get your emails registered. You can have multiple emails. Just add it, select like enter your email ID, select all and just submit it. So automatically every evening you will get an email from the system. Okay, so this is one of the feature. And other thing is staff leave email. So here you can all update your principal and director's number. So whatever, if there's a leave applied, the staff has applied for leave or anything, we'll get an email and a mobile number. Then also add default numbers. So all these details you can just update and keep your numbers and as a principal or director. So we'll get all these staff birthday notifications. So if there's any birthday of the staff, you will get a notification that today there's a birthday of the staff and all this. So yes, so this all can be done through the system. Yes, so any queries?
Sir, who will send to whom? What mail? Actually, I could not get completely.
Okay, so these are the system generated email. No, it's already automatically generated from the system and it's sent automatically daily evening. Daily evening around 8 o'clock, you receive an email automatically from the system saying that what is the fees collection. This is giving you a brief about today's आज क्या क्या हुआ स्कूल में उसका आज का फीस कलेक्शन इतना हुआ, आज ये नोटिफिकेशन भेजे, आज ये स्टाफ ने ये मैसेजेस भेजा, आज ये स्टूडेंट एब्सेंट थे, प्रेजेंट थे.
नहीं तो उस मॉड्यूल का जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, जो कंसर्न्ड पर्सन है, उसने उस मॉड्यूल पर काम किया होगा तभी तो आएगा ना.
हाँ, तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, ये सिस्टम से अगर कुछ जो भी सिस्टम का डेटा है वो भेजेगा, वो ऑटोमेटिकली तो कुछ आएगा नहीं. तो सिस्टम में जो डेटा मिला है वो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली इवनिंग को भेजेगा.
हाँ, अच्छा.
ये तो अभी ये फीस कलेक्शन का डेटा है, अभी फीस एंट्री किया होगा तो मिलेगा ना. अगर आपने एंट्री नहीं किया होगा इसमें सिस्टम में तो आपको उसका ईमेल ऐसा इसमें से आपको मेल आएगा, बट उसमें आपको फीस 0 कलेक्शन दिखेगा.
ओके, ठीक, अंडरस्टूड. ये अच्छा है, गुड.
अगर आपका ईमेल आईडी अपडेटेड नहीं है तो आप उसको अपडेट करवा के ले लो.
नहीं, किसका ईमेल आईडी अपडेट नहीं है? प्रिंसिपल का.
नहीं, अगर आपको नहीं मिल रहा है, आपको आपका ईमेल आईडी अपडेटेड नहीं होगा ना उसमें, इसलिए आपको ईमेल नहीं आ रहे होगा ऐसा.
हाँ,
आपका पोर्टल है ना, हर एक पोर्टल में खुद के पोर्टल में वो ऑप्शन है ईमेल एंड एसएमएस सेटिंग्स. तो वहां पे जाकर आपको आपका ईमेल अपडेट करना पड़ेगा ताकि आपको इवनिंग में ऑटोमेटिकली ये ईमेल आएगा. रोज एवरी डे डेली इवनिंग ये मेल आता है 7-8 बजे के बाद ऐसा.
मतलब सेटिंग्स में ईमेल एसएमएस सेटिंग में जाना है.
हाँ, वहां पे जाके आपको ये ईमेल आईडी अपडेट करना है आपका.
अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है.
Yes. So yeah, so I think this was all about the mail and SMS settings. Any other queries? So I think we'll be planning now as there are holidays. So we'll be planning every alternate day. We'll be planning one session. Is this time okay? Around 11 o'clock? For all 11 o'clock, is it comfortable? Or you can just ping?
Yes, comfortable. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have every alternative will cover one new modules so that everybody gets used to what all features are there, and we'll share with you what all new things we'll be covering. So every alternative we are planning. So today I think is not Tuesday. So Thursday we will have one. Saturday we'll have one. So every alternative will have one session covering new modules. Yeah. So any queries?
Session also you will send once again, eh?
Yeah. Once
Hello,
once
sir.
session. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you just change the timing for the session? Because we are having our online classes in that timing.
So,
Academic block.
what would be
Is
the
it
better time? I
possible?
think if I want, I can take a poll. What would be the best time? Or you can just ping me maximum people. What all is the maximum time you can spend in chat box? So,
You can
Hima,
keep
can we
3
create?
to 4, otherwise
So
after
we can take a
lunch.
poll right now if it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take a poll.
But for that again, what times, like you can let me know 11, 3, 4. You need
You
to
can have an
give me
11 to
options.
1. You can have 3 to 4. And what other time? Okay, just have to 11 to 1 and 3 to 4. Yes, till then she creates the poll. Any other query you have been facing on the top school? You know, besides this, if any other query you can ask me regarding online admissions or anything, online fees payment. So any queries you can ask. I hope all schools have, mostly schools would have started online payment. If you have not started, you can start the online payment facility, uh, which is which gives a parents option to make fees payment online and directly credit it to our bank account.
3 to 4.
Yes. So any queries you can ask?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me. Sir, last time you conducted one module on the lesson plan. Okay.
Academic
Yes.
module, yes, ma'am. Academic
So
module.
academics, in the academics, but there is one problem that in the teacher app, that academic means lesson mod, that is not showing that tab. They have to go
But
directly on the website and then only they have to fill up the lesson and all that.
I think we have not done it on app yet.
App, yeah, it's on web login as of now.
Web login we have.
Yeah. So
I
that
think in near
only.
future we'll be adding it in app, but currently it's just
Okay.
in web login.
So okay, I can launch the poll and
Yes. So how to? Yes.
If a teacher wants to change the calendar, means particularly if a teacher wants to change the calendar, because admin is changing the all the calendar, no, all the details of
Teachers
calendar.
can't change the calendar. Teachers, unless you give them access to that module, teachers won't be able to change the calendar.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
okay, the poll is launched. You can just select what is your preferred timing as of now. So we can plan accordingly.
Yes. Still, any other query? You can ask anyone else. Any queries? Now it's exactly 50-50.
50%, it's a tie, so we need people to
Please poll. Yeah. Don't send in chat. Send us poll. So whatever is the maximum count, we will go ahead with that. So again, it's 50-50.
All participants, I request you to please select the poll that you'll be able to see on the screen, so that if we get the maximum answers, then based on the majority, we can decide the timing.
Yes. So let's finish this fast. Yeah. Anyone pending? We will. I think we can can end polling that and show the result.
Yeah. So I can end the poll. And I'm sharing the results.
So it's
So you
very
can
close.
see.
We'll go ahead with 11 to 1 for now. We'll see how we can plan it. We'll be sending you recording sessions. Yeah. So currently we'll go ahead with 11 to 1 and we'll think about it later on. Okay, so any other queries? I think that's it.
Okay, thank you everyone. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Thank you to both of you also for guiding us. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all. And so should I end the meeting?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you.